Hi, my name is Miss Swenson, and today we're going to be talking about the beginning bow strokes that we'll use in 5th grade orchestra. First of all, when we're making a sound on our instrument, we're moving the bow back and forth. For our violins, violas, it's going back and forth in an upward, downward motion diagonally. And for cellos and basses, it's moving back and forth horizontally from right to left. The official terms for those bow strokes are down bow and up bow. We're going to start talking about the down bow. A down bow basically means that the bow is going to be moving away from the instrument. Specifically, the frog or your hand is moving away from the instrument. Now here's an example of what the down bow looks like in our music. To help me remember, I always pretend like if I were to put little arrows at the end of this marking, they would be pointing down. That kind of helps me to remember that that's the marking for a down bow. Now the up bow is going to be the opposite action. The up bow will be the bow or our hand on the frog of the bow moving towards the instrument. Here's what an up bow looks like in our music. Again, if I pretend like the edges of these arrows are going to be making small arrows, then that helps me remember that this is the symbol for up bow. Now we're going to be talking about the different kinds of bow strokes we can use. These different bow strokes will create different sounds, and we need all of these different sounds to play our specific pieces. We're going to start with a staccato bow stroke, and that means a very short bow stroke. We're not going to be moving the bow very far. As you can see, we've stayed in a kind of a small space right here, and there's a definite pause between the bow strokes. Now we're going to switch to a legato bow stroke. Legato means very smooth, so there's going to be no spaces between these bow strokes. They're all going to be connected. And as you see, we're using all of the bow. And our last bow stroke is called marcato bow stroke. This bow stroke, I like to say, is in between staccato and legato. We're going to be using a lot of bow, and that's similar to the legato bow stroke. But we're also going to be having a space in between each note, which is like the staccato bow stroke. Here's an example of our marcato stroke. As you can see, we're using a lot of bow, but there's a space in between. And those are the 3 different bow strokes that we'll be using in beginner orchestra. Remember, we first talked about the up bow and the down bow, and then we talked about the difference between our staccato, legato, and marcato bow strokes. I hope this helps you with your bow strokes in the 5th grade. Thanks for watching.